Hello everyone, I'm Nick and I want to share some of my thoughts about artificial intelligence and education. Our education systems don't work and they are broken. Let's just start there. We know it. Modern education is not working. The K-12 system around the world stunts creativity, stunts innovation, and is designed more to create obedient workers than it is to really empower people. And that's especially true in developing countries where the capacity of the education workforce is very low, perhaps without any certifications at all, with limited training, limited exposure, limited worldview. Many educators in developing countries have never left their country, never had opportunities to explore bright ideas. They didn't maybe grow up with technology. So we have to think about doing education better. And I think AI presents us a massive opportunity. So let me share some thoughts. If we look at what the world leaders in business have been telling us for more than a decade, is that they need skills. Right now people are graduating from university and most businesses need a year or two to train these people before they're really ready to be competent members of their teams. We're not graduating complete people. We're graduating from our universities cogs in an economic machine. We need to rethink education. I've got 2 daughters, so I've thought a lot about this. I've spent a lot of time thinking about education. I've worked on hosting the first ever Caribbean AI for Education conference back in April in Guyana. I helped with the AI for Development event also in Guyana back in November. I spoke there. That was a great event. Education is the solution to most of the world's problems, but we've taught our students to wait to be educated. We need to change the paradigm and teach people to love to learn and create the conditions for learning. There are great models for us to follow. Models like the Green School in Bali, the Alpha School in the US, the Barefoot College, I think, in India. There's a lot of ways that we can do education better. I love the Waldorf pedagogy and methodology. There's Montessori. There's a lot of holistic different education systems out there, and we've got technology. So every student can have an AI tutor in their pocket that knows everything that they know, that knows what level they comprehend things at, that guides them on their learning paths. And educators can have AI assistants as well that can help them guide students. So we're now in a world where 20 students can have 20 custom AI powered learning paths, and one teacher mentors and guides them and coaches them in terms of developing the skills that they are trying to acquire. So let's think more about how we can do education better in this response. When we think about rebuilding schools, let's think more about rebuilding training centers that give people life skills around regenerative agriculture, house building, farming, just to take care of the base of Maslow's hierarchy. And then let's teach about fourth industrial revolution technologies. Because to be an AI expert and an AI coach right now could take many people just 3 months to learn how to be an AI coach, because it's a completely new field. The world needs millions of them and they have very few. We need millions of prompt engineers and others. And people in Caribbean islands can learn how to do prompt engineering and learn how to coach organizations and businesses and individuals about how to adopt various different tools in an AI tech stack. And they can be earning dollars and euros while living at home in the Caribbean, connected to the internet on Starlink, with food growing in their gardens behind them, living a life of abundance, having plenty of free time to spend with their friends, their family, their community, do sport and culture. Because if you own your property, you have a house that you're not paying rent or a mortgage on, and you grow your own food, you only need a few $100s a month when you live in the tropics to really thrive. And if you're earning $100 an hour working online by teaching organizations how to adopt AI, or even earning $20 an hour, you don't have to work that much. So let's throw out the Western developed world paradigm of having to work 60 hours a week in order to be successful, and let's think about the fifth industrial revolution. How do we prepare people with skills and talents and experiences that are ready for them to be leaders, role models, and examples for their communities? So let's start. My proposal is start with these 300 people who are already older, and think about the best way we can educate them, train them, develop them, and build their capacity. And let's start running pilot programs in the affected area. Let's get Khan Academy to donate Khan Amigo to every single student in the affected area. Let's start getting Google Classroom set up, Almanac, Magic School. There are so many tools out there that we could use in the affected area to uplift the people. So I'd encourage you guys to think about this. AI is a turning point. We can do disaster response better. We can do education better. And in disaster, there is an opportunity. Here, this is a micro disaster in terms of its scale. Roughly 25,000 people severely affected, 7 public islands that are not privately owned that are very, very badly damaged. The scale of the problem is small. Trying to have a solution for the whole area is not expensive. Scaling that solution to all of Grenada and then all of St. Vincent is not expensive. Those countries have a very small population. Combined, I think it's about 250,000. And then from those two nations, figure out how to scale those models to the other 30 plus countries in the Caribbean region, also which have many microeconomies. These are ideas. Let's talk about them. Let's create the platform to have a more engaged dialogue about these ideas, and let's figure out how to fund them. Let's scale them. Let's bring the crowd together, and let's make these things happen. So that's my riff on AI and education, and how we need to make AI more about, or education system more about gaining experience and gaining skills. Yeah, let's do it.